Global Helicopter Service has a strong background in operating the Bell 412 types. Till now, it was always very difficult to train our flight crews into specific roles. Complex helicopters nowadays are not able to be used in practical training anymore. And due to that, we are now able to offer you as a customer our Entrol Bell 412 EP simulator. Hi, I'm Pablo.
I'm Gunther.
And we are with Global Helicopter Service. Here we are in the GHS headquarters.
And today we want to introduce you the brand new simulator.
We are here in the Bell 412 Entrol Level FTD3 EASA certified simulator of Global Helicopter Service. We can support our customers with a separate hoist cabin module which is running on mixed reality, and obviously we can also perform firefighting missions.
The simulator consists of the iOS cabinet, in which the instructor can perform all changes and all the setup of the simulator. In front of the iOS cabinet, the Bell 412 replica cockpit is located, sitting on a motion platform inside of the projection dome. Right next to the iOS cabinet, the hoist station trainer is located. The hoist cabinet consists of a crew seat for the crew member, as well as some fastening devices to not fall out of the door cutout. Of course, the mixed reality goggles are also located inside of the hoist trainer. To use them, there is a door cutout, including a rope, which can be guided by hand and which is moved by several motors.
Hi, I'm Marcel. Welcome at our GHS headquarters here in Kirchheim-Schöring. Behind me you can see our hoist training station combined with our Bell 412 simulator. Come on and take a closer look. Here we can train hoist operations in a safe and realistic way in a fully controlled environment. The focus is on standard procedures, clear communication, decision-making and coordination between cockpit and cabin. What makes the setup unique is that both parts train together at the same time. The cockpit crew flies the simulator, while the hoist operator operates the hoist station. That makes the training realistic, and we can repeat scenarios as often as needed without time pressure and without operational risk.
The winching mission, we call it here SAR, Search and Rescue Mission. However, of course, you don't need to do a SAR mission. You can also do a normal hoisting, like from a ship deck or to an oil rig. You can program where the person is standing, where the stretcher is laying, how heavy the stretcher will be, if the stretcher or the bucket is attached or detached.
Simulator training gives our crews the highest standard of training. Till now, it was always very difficult to train our flight crews into specific roles, specifically in the environment where we can't switch off related systems in an actual aircraft on training sessions. Complex helicopters nowadays are not able to replicate certain emergency scenarios. That's why we're using simulators, where we can use all the system fails to train our crews to any kind of emergencies. EASA is requiring to train our crews in specific operational profiles. Those profiles are SPA or SPO related, what means hoist relevant operation profiles, can be trained in the simulator under the mixed reality conditions we have in the separate cabin. And also SPO, like firefighting, can be properly trained with all the kind of emergencies we can implement in the scenario.
There are also some special failures for the firefighting scenario and the winching scenario, like a failure to open the Bambi bucket or a failure to release the winch over temperature, winch stuck on ground, oscillations in the winch. All of that can be simulated. You can program a fire mission. You can set up to 3 different fire fronts, which can be severe or less severe, which can propagate fast and run fast away, or can propagate rather low. And in the end, you have also on your screen during the firefighting mission where the water has been dumped and if the fire has been extinguished by the water or if it's still active. This makes it easier for the instructor to assess the performance of the pilots and also to improve the effectivity of the firefighting mission. Here you can see an additional feature of the simulator, the integration with ForeFlight. This means that you see the simulated helicopter in the ForeFlight app. Hence, your pilots can use the ForeFlight app as if they would be on a real helicopter flight. Furthermore, if you only have one trainer and one trainee in the simulator without an additional instructor in the back, you can use the iPad as a mobile iOS. This enables you to change all the parameters from the pilot or the co-pilot seat and hence saves you money for an instructor. Also, we have the special opportunity to trip some breakers inside of the cockpit. This leads to a real circuit breaker pop in the cockpit and the pilots have to react to that. On the right-hand monitor, you have all the scenario-based stuff. You can change stuff like entities, program fire trucks, program ships, program oil rigs, and all of that into the simulation and also modify all of them. Feel free to contact us for using this Bell 412 EP simulator in your training. No matter if you use email, phone, social media or your local contact person, book now.